Welcome to this tutorial on how to create a bubble chart in Microsoft Excel. Bubble charts are a fantastic way to visualize data with 3 dimensions, making it easier to spot trends and patterns. In this video, we will walk you through the steps to create your own bubble chart, from setting up your data to customizing the chart to making it visually appealing. So let's get started. So this is the data that we will be using to create the bubble chart. In this data we have the countries, their per capita income, life expectancy and the population. And from the data we can see that there is 3 dimensions. The first, we wanted to plot the per capita income on the x-axis, life expectancy on the y-axis, and the population will be our third axis that will be represented by the bubble size. So to create the bubble chart, I will select this data and then I will go to the insert tab and then to this insert scatter or the bubble chart and click this. When I click this, I can choose a 2D bubble or a 3D bubble plot. I am going to select a 2D bubble plot. So this is the first glimpse of our bubble plot, and from its appearance we can see that we need to customize it a lot. The first thing is that I don't need a chart title at this time, so I will click to select and then press the delete button to delete it. Another thing is this empty area is not required, and to remove this empty area I need to fix my y-axis. Instead of starting from the 0, I will make it start from the 40 or 50 so that this empty area is removed. To edit the y-axis, I will double click this y-axis and this will open the format axis option on the right, and here I have the axis option that for minimum it is set to 0, so I will set it to 50. When I write it 50, and now you can see that the bubbles are now down and the empty area is removed. Similarly, for the x-axis I don't need this negative value, so again to format I will click to select and then for the minimum value I will set it to 0. After setting the axis, now I want to add the axis title. To add the axis title I have 2 options. The first thing is to click this plus sign on the right to add any chart element, or I can go to this add chart element and add any element that I need. So for example, if I wanted to add the axis title, I will go to this axis title option and then select the primary horizontal. After this I will go to the formula bar and write equal, and for the x-axis I will select this per capita income cell and then click enter. And for the y-axis again I will go to this add chart element, go to this axis title and select this primary vertical, go to the formula bar, write equal and select the life expectancy cell and click enter. So we have added the axis title. Now I don't want it to see this grid, so I will click on any line and press delete, and for these line also I will click to select and press delete. Now we will add data labels to our bubbles. To add the data label, I will again go to this plus sign and here I will select this data label. I will go to this more options. When I go to this more option, I will click this value from the cell under the label options. When I check it, it will open the data label range. So here I will select the name of the countries and press OK. So now you can see that we have the country's name in the label as well as the values. To remove the values, I will uncheck this Y value, so only the name of the countries are now remain with the bubble. Now the position of this data label should be inside, so I will select this label position from the right to center So this will make the data labels in the center of all the bubbles. So for example, I don't need to add the data label in the center position for some bubbles. I can individually drag them to position where I want. Once you have positioned the data label, now the next thing is how we can change the color of the bubbles. So when I click on any bubble, it will select all the bubbles at the same time, and then I will go to the chart design and choose any design that I want. So there are different designs that are preset available. If I wanted to add any design, I can select, or if I wanted to color them individually, I can individually select by clicking any bubble, and then I will go to the format option, and here I can choose the shape fill option or the outline option. So for example, if I wanted to color with this bubble using this color, I will select the color and the color of the bubble is changed. So I will keep on selecting all the bubbles and select the colors that I want. So now we have changed the color of the bubbles. Now I also wanted to make some formatting of the x-axis and the y-axis. For this purpose, I will double click to select, and then I will scroll it down to the tick marks and then select the measure type to the outside. So you can see that it has added a small ticks to the outside of the axis. After this, I will go to this fill and line option under the axis, and then I will just make the color of this line to black and change the width of the line to 1.5 point, and similar formatting will be done for the x-axis. After setting the axis, now to collectively change the font size and type, I will select this chart area, and then I will go to the home. Here I can choose any size of the font that I want, any style of the font, color of the font to black, drag from the corner of this chart to make it a little bigger. So here you can see that this bubble plot is now a professional looking bubble chart. You can represent it in your any type of professional presentations. Thank you for watching this tutorial on creating the bubble chart in Excel. We hope you found it helpful and that you are now ready to create your own bubble chart with ease. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more Microsoft Excel tutorials. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions for further videos. Happy charting!